Sooner Nation, what is up? Welcome back to Double Trouble. Jeremy will be jumping on here shortly. Sorry for being a little bit late tonight. It's our normal Tuesday night. Start at 9:45, and it's a downer of a day, really. If you're a Sooner fan, and just lost a legend today, Toby Keith. Man, just what an incredible guy Toby Keith was. And Sooner fans, just I'm sure everybody on here would have something to say about Toby Keith. And I know horns down for sure. I saw the Red Solo Cup um, reference from Sooner fan. Yeah, and the basketball team, Porter Moser, they just got done winning, and he said this is for Toby Keith. And just what a legend. I'm gonna miss him so much for Oklahoma. Every time he's kind of like a staple. You look over there and there's Toby Keith. So very sad day for sure. Um, yeah, big win for basketball. They were able to get the win tonight. Huge, massive win. Toby Keith would have definitely loved that. That's a massive win for Porter Moser. And there it is, Sooner fan. You're right. Three more wins and OU's in the tournament. They get to 8-10. You got to beat OSU at home this week. That's the main thing. Win this game Saturday, and you're just another step closer. And they should win that game. That should be a win. And Sooner fan, I kind of disagree with those. He showed up at the very end. Other than that, he wasn't doing that well. 1 of 7 his first 7 threes, 4 for his last 33, but he hit his free throws down the stretch, and he made the 3 down there at the stretch. So maybe he's getting hot. Mess says Toby Keith was Okie true. Rough loss for Oklahoma. It was. It is. I mean, it is. Just prayers up for the family. That's all I can say. Prayers up. Just an awesome family. Uzan got going in the second half. That's right. Big win for Oklahoma. And the biggest thing about this game that I can take away is Porter Moser said, we are going to stop BYU from shooting threes. And they clamped down that second half. I mean, the first part of the second half, they were clamped. Great performance there from Oklahoma. BYU's number 21 ranked team in the nation, and OU kind of shut them down the second half, and that was the key to the game, really, I think, defense. Mess says OU had 29 free throws. BYU had 16. So, yeah, big difference for sure. So, big win. Now you got to get the next one on Saturday, OSU, which, guys, Porter Moser has not fared well against OSU. That's for sure. 1-4, I think, is 1-3 is his record. Here we go. Topher says Sooner Surge after dark, lifting a Red Solo Cup up tonight after OU win over BYU. That is right, Topher. That is right. What's up, Mike? How are you tonight? Mike's got a video out, a YouTube video about Toby Keith. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm going to. Jen was at the game. Guys on TV, I saw that. Didn't look like a great crowd to me. I don't know, Jen, what you thought, but didn't look like a great crowd, but they got the win. That's all that matters. So what else y'all want to talk about tonight? I saw the comment that Williams was fogged. Listen, I've been at work all day. Haven't seen a lot. That is massive news. Hunter, is that I don't know who put that in the chat, but yeah, that is massive for Oklahoma, if that's the case. 6 confidence. Yeah, it's not a huge confidence. What's up? 6 confidence, Oklahoma Sooner News says. So, hey, still, Jeremy will be on here in a minute. He's at his Bible study tonight. Jen says, we won, but our inside game is not good. There were many empty seats. Listen, Godwin has not been good, okay? He has not been good lately. Hughley played pretty good first half. But that's what OU had going in their favor tonight, really, is BYU's not great down low. They were missing Khalif, their big guy down low. So good win for OU. Shut down the 3, you're going to beat BYU. That's where their strength is. So Sooner Legend Podcast says, I was a good friend of Toby in his early days when he and the Easy Money Band played at Chastain's in Oklahoma City. Has anybody seen the interview with TK on Channel 9 Oklahoma City? It was great. I haven't seen that yet. And Sooner fan, as usual, OU has no big man. That's right. They don't. And they don't have an athletic big at all. Hughley can kind of body you up, but they don't have really the athleticism of a big man that they really need. And Godwin on that one move got kind of torched, but the guy missed the bucket. But Sooner Surge says, great interview by Robin Marsh at News 9. I'll have to watch it. I have not seen it yet. Defense was really good tonight, Randy. You're correct. Defense was outstanding. That's the reason they won the game, in my opinion. That's impossible, Lori. That's impossible. Jeremy does go to church a couple times a week, though. That's for sure. He'll be hopping on here. And let's see. I was glad to see how you get the win. That's right. 8-10, 3 more wins you're in. 3 more wins you're in, guys. They're at 5-5 right now, sitting at 500, which I think they're going to end up about 500. Listen, Brian, they need more athleticism and rim protection. I agree. But I think they've gotten more athletic this year. This is the most athletic they've been. So you have to give kudos to that. I think they have to take the next step, though. They have to get an athletic big man, somebody like a Jabari Brown, somebody like that along that has length, can jump out of the gym. I mean, Jalen Moore can jump out of the gym. He's just not as tall as you'd probably like for that 5 spot. And that's really what they need to do. They need to get somebody like that. Hit the like button, that's for sure. Hit the like. Like Lori says, hit the like button. It helps our channel out big time. So what else happened today, guys? You got Sooner softball in 2 days from now. Sooner softball hits the field for Puerto Vallarta Challenge. Excited for that. Richard is currently packing for Puerto Vallarta. What's up, Jeremy? You in Walmart today?
Absolutely.
Hey, the first game is on Flow Softball. You got to have Flow Softball if you want to watch this first tournament.
Right.
We have not talked about this yet. I wasn't going to talk about it unless some people brought it up. The NIL guy on OU Insider Today was interesting. I saw bits and pieces. Haven't seen the whole interview, but what I saw was very interesting. 100%, very interesting. Chief says, friends with the former player who was tight with TK. One night in the bar, he FaceTimed him, introduced me to him. TK was as nice as could be, and I've never forgotten that. Rest in peace to a true Sooner. Well said, Chief. And yeah, that would be hard to forget, man.
Man, Toby Keith was friends with Clint Eastwood, wrote a song about Don't Let the Old Man In. Listen, I listened to that today. It's just unbelievable lyrics in that song.
Yeah, the guy from the NIL Missouri was tampering. Look, that's not a surprise. I don't think tampering's not a surprise to anybody. I don't think. But do you go to church more than Jesus, Jeremy?
No. Jesus is the reason we go to church.
Did you watch the NIL interview?
Yes, I watched probably a little over half of it, and there are some
biggest takeaway
things, and I don't want to get into a lot of what was said on there. There are some things I don't even know the word for it, Jay. A little disappointed in. I'm not going to get into all that. I thought there were some interesting things, though.
Yeah, there were. And I have to go back and watch all of it. I haven't seen all of it.
There are some questionable things, I thought. But
hey, Mess says tampering is ain't rampant. Yes, it is. For sure. Always going to be. Until they regulate it, I don't know how you're going to regulate it. Big win. Big win.
It was a huge win. And look, Rivaldo Suarez, I guess it's great having him come off the bench, but that guy deserves to start.
Yeah, and they had him and Darthard in the second half D'ing up like crazy, and they couldn't get shots off from three.
And Jen makes a great point. This BYU team was out one of their big guys, and OU was atrocious on the glass, but it was a great win.
And Bobby, if you're going to say this, then based off what was said on that, then OU's not trying.
And actually, DG, correct me if I'm wrong, Hunter. He said 7 figures.
7 figures.
I find that hard to believe, personally.
I don't.
Brian Bedford even talked about how some of these numbers were way exaggerated.
I guarantee you he probably got close to $1 million.
So then you're saying what Brian Bedford said was incorrect?
No, I'm not saying that. Jeremy, there's been more numbers thrown around than $1 million. There's been $2 million thrown around to other people. Here's my thing, and I'm going to say this, great God.
Say it.
I'm going to say this. you're right about Donor stepping up, but going back to when we had Brian on and then listening to this, I don't know if people will take this the wrong way or not. Maybe they will, but it should not be the fans' responsibility to pay.
It's not, according to the guy on their OU Insider thing.
Well, he pretty much said.
Nope.
What do you mean by that?
What he pretty much said is that OU needs to stop hiring analysts.
I didn't see that part. I just saw the part where Texas alumni is 5% more than Oklahoma, so they have more alumni paying for collectives.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not going to end anytime soon. It's frustrating. I did see Randy Webb on here. I think Randy is the one I met the other night before the Thunder game.
Nice.
Randy Webb. Maybe that Randy. Patino says.
Ron says he agree. I don't know what that's about. After 24, fans need to step up. After 24, based on what if their record's 7-5? I mean, to me, if you're putting it in the fans' hands to donate more money, it's going to go up and down depending on how the season plays, maybe how they like the coach. You can't do that. You cannot base it on that.
No, you can't. Yeah, great seeing you, Randy and Thomas. Good to meet you guys. Great game that night. And you're right, Michael. Just when OU, it looks like they're going to not win another one, that they pull out. Look, it was a big win. And now you got to back it up with another one.
Hey, Hub says, what would the locker room look like if you paid a transfer quarterback $1 or $2 million?
I can't imagine it's good, Jay.
But there's a lot of teams doing it, Jeremy. I mean,
what about Dartmouth saying that their athletes are employers of the school?
Who said that?
I believe I didn't catch the whole interview. I said I got a little over half. I'm pretty sure that was mentioned in that today because I remember him talking about Dartmouth at some point. Employees is what was meant too, not employees, but they're employees of the school. Are there ramifications for that at all?
Well, I mean, man, we could talk NIL every day for 7 days a week. It's ridiculous. It's just taken over. Sooner Hunter says the TRR got rejected today in Tennessee and Virginia lawsuit against the NCAA. Yep.
Yeah. TRO.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So that, listen, it's not good the way it's going. I don't know if it's going to get. I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. Jay says if they are employees, then wouldn't they be subject to non-compete clause? Hey, why we got everyone on here real quick? You see the logo down there at the bottom, Fan Stop. I want to get to this because, guys, if you're an OU fan, you need to sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. You get a shirt every month. Use code SURGE. You see it crawling across the bottom there. Use the code SURGE. You get 10% off your order for the first 3 months. Great Oklahoma shirts. Please go do that. They're great shirts. You will not want to miss it. I'm telling you, you get them in the mail monthly. It's great. So got that. Fan Stop is amazing, as Mike says.
There's nothing behind me tonight. Let's not start the Tuesday night trimmers for Jeremy. There's nothing behind me. I'm safe. Walmart security's got me surrounded. It's going to be a good night here. Hey.
Did you find the Caden Green stuff interesting or not?
No, it was expected, Jay.
Yeah.
I don't sound scared, and I'm not scared. You guys, hey, Ryan mentioned something earlier, and first, let me answer Ryan's question here. And then Ryan asked a question about special teams coordinator. Ryan asked, "Are they quality shirts?" Last time I did a monthly, the one I received was perfect to size. It was exactly what I expected. So,
yeah,
maybe someone else can attest to that. As far as special teams coordinator, Ryan, they're not hiring one. Probably they're gonna either. I hope they give it to another coach on staff and not bring an analyst in. That's what I personally hope. And I, for one, want it to be Brandon Hall.
Yeah, Mike, Jonah Williams. It's a guy we've been talking about for about a week now. Things are trending that direction. He got Fong. Yes, 6% confidence. Fong's been wrong before too, but things are trending well, so that's good.
Fred,
That's
I want to hear from Zach Alley. I agree. I can't wait to hear him speak.
Yeah.
I'm assuming before the spring game.
I'm trying to see what message. Do you know what message is talking about here?
Wasn't Dartmouth directly? It was a regional labor board's response to Dartmouth basketball players' inquiry as a right to unionize. Northwestern without action.
I'm sure they have 4X shirts, Brian. Not going to be a problem, I bet, if I had to guess. I have to find out for you. Yeah, 5-star athlete, safety, linebacker. Somebody asked about Caden Green. What did he say? He didn't say anything. We were just going off the interview that was on OU Insider today, and basically about him leaving, which is what everybody already knows, is that he took the money, apparently 5 times as much money as Oklahoma. But, and that's what we're talking about.
But I thought OU matched that.
Apparently they matched what Caden wanted, but then Missouri went 5 times more. And hey, by the way, on the shirts, they go up to 5XL. So just an FYI, Brian, you're good. They go up to 5XL. On the video that they had out today on OU Insider, the guy with NIL said that he was offered 5 times as much. I'm just repeating what I saw on there. And guys, it's happening all over, though. It's not just Missouri. Missouri, I think we said this the other day, Missouri could be the next A&M with the amount of money they're putting out there. Ole Miss, kind of the same thing, same way.
Hey, Sooner legend. First off, I consider myself an average Joe. I think average Joes, if that's what you want to consider everyone on here, I think you're all elite. And listen, this has become obviously we've only missed Thanksgiving, and every night this is something I love to do. I know you guys love it, so thanks for being on here all the way.
Hey, do you believe that?
Do I believe what?
This could get into a whole nother worms.
No, I don't believe in several things. I don't know how much to believe on some of that stuff, and I don't really want to get into it tonight, Jay.
All right, let's move on.
I want to get into it tonight.
Let's move on. Move on, Jeremy.
Well, big thing coming up. You got softball starting Thursday night. Other than that, the football team's in the weight room, and I think the conditioning's going to be going really well, Jay. I'm curious to see some numbers here in a week or two. What guys are putting down and putting up.
Yeah, and Kyla, I think that's the point I'm trying to make. Mizzou as being the next A&M, what has A&M done?
I think there's several teams that are going to be the A&Ms as far as how they approach the NIL. There's several.
And Ron, I don't even want to leave just PJ's name. I think any player that's good on any team right now, there's a chance some team's going to come after you. That's what tampering is, okay? Until they get that under wraps,
Jay, have you talked about the Beck thing today?
No, we have not. What about it?
I knew you called me earlier in an outrage.
No, here's my thing, and I'm going to say this. And
say it.
So, NIL, in my opinion, and I know Hunter's going to 100% disagree with me on this, but if you're getting paid I'm just going to use the Beck guy as an example, okay? I don't know what he's getting paid. I don't know NIL for Georgia. He went out and bought a Lamborghini, okay? I don't know his family. I don't know any of it. And Hunter's going to say I'm wrong. But listen, to me, NIL for college kids on scholarships. No, I'm not talking about PETA. I'm talking about NIL who are getting free ride to school. If you're getting NIL money, that needs to go in an account that you can't touch until you leave the school. It's yours when you leave the school.
It'll never happen, but I agree. No one's doing any of these kids a favor by letting them have thousands and millions of dollars and not having it put away somewhere. So at least a portion of it.
That's what I'm saying.
A portion of it. You're
I'm
doing the kid a service.
What I'm saying is this. Give the kid, hey, you're going to make this year $1 million. It's going in an account. You know what? And if you transfer next year, a percentage of it goes away. They got to do something.
There has to be punishment or
Hunter,
a consequence for transferring.
Hunter, I don't like that answer that you just gave right there. They are adults; they can make their own decisions. Hunter, I'm not talking about just making decisions on money. I'm saying because NIL is supposed to be name, image, likeness, correct? Name, image, likeness is you get off of jersey sales and different things. If somebody just giving you money to play at the school, to me, that's not yours until you leave the school. It needs to go in the account.
It's theirs.
People are going to hate me for it. People are going to hate me for it.
No, part of the issue is it's the people giving the money, and it's just the, like Hunter says, the reality we're in is it's unreal that colleges are going to throw out millions of dollars, even though a kid could transfer on a whim. You just lost $1 million.
Gray God says they should be allowed to do anything a coach can do as far as leaving. I'm not saying leaving is fine, but in fact, I've never accused anybody if they want to leave and transfer. That's totally fine. I don't care. That's their decision to make more money. I get it. But at what point can we say this money is going to go in the account? When you get out of college, it's yours. Invest in the kid, not just. I mean,
Crystal.
I don't know. I may be going to open a can of worms, though.
Crystal, appreciate you being on here.
Thanks, Crystal.
Haven't seen your comments on here for a while. Appreciate you being on here. Thanks so much for the super. And honestly, everything you said there is 100% accurate and well said. Is rest in peace. And Toby Keith, very sad day, unexpected news this morning to wake up to, and just a beloved Sooner, but really even more than that, we can talk about what a Sooner he was, but just a great man. An absolute great man, human being, was Toby Keith.
Hunter wants to know about the restraining order. What Tennessee fan thinks about it on here not being granted? Hunter, what are your thoughts on it? I'd like to know your thoughts because we talked about this before this all happened, kind of which way we thought it would go. And, earlier what I said about NIL, listen, I am not saying a kid doesn't deserve the money. That's not what I'm saying. I think people are taking it wrong. I'm saying let's do it the right way. And okay, if you're going to make in your 2 years at OU, you're going to make a total of $120,000, whatever it is. Let's put that in an account because let's face facts. They're getting a free education. They're getting the food. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't say it's a necessity to have to pull $120,000 out and use it, right? That's
Correct.
all I'm saying.
And sorry, if like Kenneth says, if someone's going to just go spend $500,000 on a new car, then I blame the school anyway. And unfortunately, though, this is where it's at, and it's their own problem because they've allowed it to get there. Is this another volunteer fan? Two volunteers.
Big orange. It's because neither side's going to back down. This will be dragged out for a year.
Hey,
that's always
a year or two. It's NCAA. It might be dragged out 5 to 10 years.
And this
NCAA doesn't do anything quickly.
Hunter, Jay, this is right. It can punish. They won't. NCAA will drag their feet just like they're saying. This is going to be drug out. I mean.
And Brian says these athletes are having their cake and eating it too, period. And that's correct. All I'm saying is, as an organization, look, here's what I would say. I would hope every school, university has someone in the finance department that is meeting with these athletes. If not, that's the bigger issue here. Forget football, forget all this other stuff. To me, these athletes are being done a disservice if someone's not being coaching them about how to use their money. That's my big problem. Now I guess that's just me as a human being trying to worry about what the future is like. But if you're going to go out and blow it this early on, you're going to do it the rest of your life.
What do you think about this comment? Teague's right about this when he says, if you're an electrician coming out of high school and you got a scholarship at a trade school, you're one of the best electricians in the nation. Wait till you graduate to get your money. No, listen, I'm not talking about a scholarship. Scholarship pays for your schooling.
And also, Teague, what that would be equivalent to is I'm the best electrician in the nation. Someone pays me, and then a month later or 5 months later, I say, I'm gone. Should I still get that money? I guess I should, since they paid me. It's their fault.
I don't think they get the money if they leave, Jeremy.
I'm not so. You don't?
I don't. I don't think that. I don't.
How smart is it to lease a Lamborghini at $2,000 a month as a college kid? That's my problem. I'm saying someone's got to be.
That has nothing to do with NIL, though. That has to do with the player just doing it.
I agree, Jay, but
you can blame Beck on that. I mean,
guys, I don't lease anything. I got a 07 Odyssey. I'll lease it out for $2 a month to someone if anyone wants it.
Hey, nobody knows what the correct answer here is, guys. That's why we talk about it on here. It's
Hunter. Hunter, if you make $300,000 a year, what's perfectly fine? Renting a $2,000 a month Lamborghini as a 20-year-old?
Jeremy, I made some stupid mistakes when I was in college with money. So, I mean,
I'm not, Jay, I'm saying the colleges are missing out. All I'm saying is colleges are missing out if they don't take a chance and opportunity to coach these guys who are getting paid tons of money.
But is it their money? They can do whatever they want with it. I think that's where.
Yes, but someone can still coach them.
And that's right. Is somebody telling them how to do the taxes? I mean, there's a lot to it. I think some schools, they are doing it the right way. I think some schools are not. That would be my take on it.
OU's doing it the right way, everyone said.
That's what they said today on the video. What?
That's what the guy said on OU Insider.
Correct. Yeah, Brian Broyles could do it for sure.
Ryan Broyles would be great to coach some guys on this.
And I think there are schools like OU that probably have a finance team that talks to the players about it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is general. A lot of teams, I feel like, are handing out money, and what's the I don't know. I just kind of feel like the players, what's the use for them to not just spend all the money right away? Do you think they're getting a check a month? Do you think they're getting a lump sum?
I have no idea, and I don't care, honestly. I don't even like to talk about the money that we argued so much about Bobby Witt's contract, Jay. We're both Royal fans. Am I glad they locked in Bobby
Witt? You can't even bring that up. That's not even the same thing, dude. Stop.
Yeah, I know he's a professional player, but I'm just saying overall it's overpaid. But Bo says, really love Toby Keith, hate cancer. Now Toby Keith no longer needs suffer. So blessing overall. Pray for his family and his friends. Great guy. May the Lord love his loved ones. Look, yeah, cancer sucks. I would be willing to guess that everyone on here has dealt with it to some extent.
Yeah.
Jen thinks per month.
Yeah, maybe so. And like, we're not experts. We don't know much about it. That's why I'm just bringing it up as conversation. I like to talk about it. It's interesting to talk about it and see where it's going to go in the future. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know how you could be an employee of the institution, though.
Let me ask you something, Jay. I saw Deshaun McCullough in the weight room. Deshaun McCullough looks like he's put on 10 pounds. If anyone else in the comment section has seen any of the weight room video, Twitter, he looks like he's put on 10 pounds. And you know what I'm about to say, Jay?
Defensive end.
He's got to play edge.
Maybe they will, Jeremy.
Has to play edge. Get him on the end this year.
Hey, and this is kind of last thing I'll say about NIL. We've heard it now. Multiple places have said, and multiple people have said that OU's doing it the right way by not putting all their eggs on 2 or 3 guys. Ole Miss apparently paying a lot of the top guys, not paying everybody. OU's paying everybody a minimum amount. Everybody on the team. That's fine and all, but does that change if you don't win, as the comment said? Does it pay
winning's right? Yes, winning's going to determine everything, unfortunately. It's the world we live in. Someone asked, is he explosive enough to play DN? I would ask this question, since I'm a teacher and I like to ask questions back instead of answering it. Is he good enough To cover? Because I don't think so. I think he's got to play edge. I don't think he's a great cover guy.
I like this, Jimmy. I like this. I really do.
We don't know about Harrington, though.
Well, when Harrington was in last year, he was really good. I just think how he comes back off that injury.
Yeah, Greg, God, you're right. He was a freshman All-American on the edge. You know my comparison, Thibodeau.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right, Jay. By golly, I am.
You're not always right, but you might be right on that one.
Didn't say I was, but I am right on the Son McCullough. He needs to play on the edge.
And Hunter says you also have Dolby and PB Bowen that'll play Cheetah.
Yeah.
Bobby says the same thing. Unlimited member, Bobby. Appreciate you, Bobby. Okay, this brings up an interesting.
Lori,
I knew this was going to come up.
And this is where you get culture issues, Lori. If I don't get paid and I'm doing every freaking workout on there, I'm doing every workout like every one of the stars, I better be getting something. I promise you. Or I'm not doing anything.
They're not getting as much as the higher players.
But they're getting something.
I know.
Lori said they shouldn't get paid anything.
And Thunder OU agrees. Lori, if they haven't, they should not get anything.
But like Sooner fan says, that's a problem. You can't do that.
No, listen. It's really a problem if you're on a team that has already started it that way, and then you go away from it. Now, there's some teams.
Absolutely.
I mean, that would be that.
Lori, do I think it's
what it does is it gives you a wider range of players that will come there because they're getting paid something, not just the top level.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's so difficult. The culture versus the fairness versus
culture versus cash.
Culture versus cash. What's fair is equal fair. Equal is not fair, in my opinion. In the world, I don't think it is. I don't think fair means equal. I'm not saying that, but you got to get something.
Yeah, I heard that today too, man. NIL guy said, Monty, I guess that OU is best culture around. I don't think there's anybody on here.
Of course he was the leader of the NIL group, Jay.
What, Jeremy?
Wasn't he? Wasn't he the leader?
You speak culture all the time too. You're the one that says OU has good culture too.
Jay, I'm saying the NIL guy said OU has best culture around. He's in charge of OU's NIL. If he doesn't say that, I question him.
Well, when you say culture, I think that's in reference to NIL only. It's kind of what he was saying. Like he was speaking about NIL.
Oh, yeah, that's because they pay him across the scale.
Now, this is interesting, Chief. What do you think about that, Jeremy?
What if a freshman is actually a starter, though?
Yeah, I don't think you could do that, Chief. I mean, some of your freshmen are your better players.
I like that, but unfortunately.
The one thing that has to be changed in college football has to be changed. You can only transfer once without sitting out. If you transfer again, you got to sit out. Period. And Hunters, this is the answer to the whole problem. If they make it name, image, likeness, it fixes it all. It will never happen, though, Hunter. It will never happen.
It won't happen because they opened up the floodgates.
Yeah.
Crystal had a good point. Crystal had a good point about Crystal doesn't think it'll work for OU football by being equal.
There's a lot of people that don't think it will work. And Hunter, how are you going to control name, image, likeness when you got a team like Missouri donating $62 million? Who's going to get that money? Which player on that team right now? Who's the most valuable player that's name, image, likeness?
Hey,
probably be Luther Burden.
And Hunter can correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't want to talk too much about it. I want to finish watching the YouTube, the video on OU Insider before I comment too much on him. He does talk about he's obviously on other programs. Hunter says 40. I think OU's the biggest one he's with. I may be wrong, but.
Hey, this is a great point. Now that we have
exactly.
It's going to keep guys at college.
It's incomparable.
Yeah, but what I was saying, I think it was.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Hunter, before you say we've spent way too much time on this tonight, I'm going with what the viewers are talking about. What do you want me to? Hey, I promise you this. I'm not like all these other people and stations who never recognize their viewers. I'm done with it. There's so many YouTube channels out there who don't even pay attention to the comment section. I'm going to sit here and talk about with what the Sooner Surge commenters are commenting on. Sorry. Anyway, I'm done.
That was a quick little rant. Most valuable player is the guy who donated the $62 million. That's right.
Hey, otherwise, why are we here? If we're not going to look at what you're typing and we're just going to sit here and talk about ourselves.
Hey, you know what's next in college football, right?
What?
What's next is, for instance, if it was me that donated the $60 million, hey, I'm going to give you $62 million. I want my name on whatever.
Absolutely is, Jay.
And that's what it's going to be about, is get my name out there. And I want to be known that it's – now, this guy was anonymous, whatever, but I'm just saying – and okay, Hunter, it does already happen, but I'm saying it's going to get so out of control, dude.
I'm far enough back in the Walmart security. They ain't got me. Appreciate the comments, guys. Appreciate it. But listen, I wouldn't be sitting in a Walmart parking lot every Tuesday night ranting if I didn't like what you guys are doing, which is commenting, having a chat. This is what it's about.
Hey,
this is exactly why we do this.
I need to get to the trivia real quick.
Yeah, you're late on it, Jay.
Toby Keith trivia night. I mean, what else?
Great,
what
yes.
else would? How many number one hits? How many number one hits? Toby Keith.
How many number one hits?
Yep. 20. Gray God. Boom. Good job, Gray God. 20 number one hits. Here's another trivia. While we're at it, what was his first number one hit? Very first one. Kind of got him going. This should be easy. I'm giving 2 points today.
2 points. Hey, and then Jay, have you already had people drop their favorite Toby Keith song in the chat?
Not yet.
I would love to see everyone's favorite Toby Keith song.
Should have been a Cowboy. Sooner fan got it. I think. No.
Oh, yeah, I'm in the dark.
Fan. So Sooner fan and Gray God get points tonight. Good job, guys. Good job. What, Jeremy? You know what my favorite Toby Keith song is? Are you moving?
No, I had to start my car. My lights went out. I thought the battery died.
My favorite Toby Keith song. You know which one?
No, I don't, Jay. I'm not Dionne Warwick.
I thought you might know this. We were kind of around the same time. So, Beer for My Horses, man.
With Willie Nelson.
Love that song. That's a great song.
That's a great one. Anyone ever eaten at his bar there?
I've eaten there.
In Catoosa, yeah. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. So good.
Sooner fans asking which Walmart you're at.
I'm in a Broken Arrow Walmart parking lot.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
30 minutes from my house. Why? So I can be on here with you guys. Guys and gals.
Hey, Owen Field, first off, thank you so much for your service, man. Big time, bro. Big time.
That's everyone on here. If you guys have served, I appreciate it.
And another thing is, Toby Keith was so good with the ones that served, man. Just an ambassador, dude. I mean, just unbelievable. How do you like me now? That's a great one. Gosh, there's some good.
I'll need to. I ain't as good as I once was. Yeah, I need to check out Porter Moser's post-game comments.
Yeah, him and Toby got really close over the last.
Hunter said he gave a good tribute at the beginning, so that'd be great to hear. What we seen? We saw him at the spring game, correct? Is that where we saw him last?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, he would be calling his wife to come help him. He'd be so scared.
Absolutely.
So scared.
Good thing I'm not in the 07 Odyssey tonight. Hey, so I kind of want to get back to the talk we had earlier about Deshaun McCullough, because I think an interesting question, Jay, is who is someone that is going to possibly change positions? I think there's for sure two.
Okay.
Deshaun McCullough is one of those. Another guy that maybe you don't think, and maybe this is a bad take, Jay. Does Trace Ford change positions?
Where would he go?
Could he put enough weight on to slide inside?
No.
Well, I think he's going to slide to the bench.
No.
Farouk to slot, but that's not. I mean, it is a different position, but I don't think they're messing with Canick. I think they got Xavier Robinson. They got some other guys they can play at H-back.
Mr. John says Peyton Bowen to Cheetah. You say full-time to Cheetah and not playing safety? Yeah, thanks everybody for their service. Golly, thank you guys so much.
Mr. John, was it Mr. John? That's a good point, because if you move him to Cheetah, though, they do have some guys at safety.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's an option. That's definitely an option. I got to adjust my hand from holding my phone.
I agree with this, Hunter. I agree with that.
The only way is for RSJ to be safety and Bowen move.
Yeah, CW says poured out a red cup at the post game. I think everybody on Saturday is going to have red cup, is what I heard.
Mark, it all depends. It all depends, in my opinion, on Harrington.
Harrington's going to be back. He's going to get the waiver.
Why can't we get an answer?
Because the NCAA is a joke. That's why.
They made decisions on Alan Bowman.
How does he not have it? But Alan Bowman does. Exactly. It's because the NCAA sucks. Period.
Chief T-shirt says Schmidt's a shower cleaner. He might miss some spots.
Yeah, if Harrington's healthy, he's the Cheetah. 100% agree.
Now, McCarty. Look, there's a guy Sooner for Life that nobody is mentioning.
People are starting to talk about him.
I watched him in high school. The guy is an unbelievable athlete. We'll see how he looks coming off that ACL, but I had very high expectations for Eric McCarty.
Ricky says Big 12 holding it up. It's not true, but they'll hold anything up they can get their hands on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it does sound like he's fully healed.
Yeah, that's good. So
Freeman is walking to a bar. Bartender says, "We got seats over here. They're wide right on here on your right." How do you like that one, Jay?
Okay, Owen Field. We've done a few videos on him now. Talked about him on the live a few times. He's just getting a lot of crystal balls right now, which begs the question. I'm going to say the term. Was he a silent commit? Here's my thing. I say no. I just think he's trending to OU's direction. And I'll say it again. 5 times. I would be shocked that a 5-star commits this early. Now, it can happen. You just don't see it happen that often. I mean, heck, Bussy is committing tomorrow, I think. Finally committing.
I like what someone said about, I think we'll be losing out if McCullough is not the Cheetah or Edge. Deshaun McCullough, how are you freshmen all Big Ten, and then go last year and you get pulled so much? This guy, McCullough, has to be on the field 90% of the snaps. And Hunter, I agree. I think he could return kicks or punts. I absolutely don't think they will use him there. No need. There's too many other guys. Did you see Brennan Thompson's tweet today?
Yeah.
He said they have 10 guys faster than me on here. That's funny.
Well, Chief Seedberg says Anthony Anderson Thompson. Yeah, and Burks, that's a lot. Hey, Hunter, do you think he's actually committing to A&M? I don't.
Hey, Mark worked at Walmart, cart pusher. Jay and I were cart pushers, Mark.
Yeah, Hunter, I agree he's going to go to LSU. I think so, too.
Who?
Bussy's signing tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's going to be LSU is where I think. Is that right up top? It says 3 likes.
What's it? Yeah.
Earlier, I saw a like on your head. Jay.
No, that's a Facebook thing, I think. Yeah. Brian says they love playing mind games. Listen, I don't know Jonah Williams. I just know a lot of the 5-stars, it's hard to get a commitment so early. No mention on Nunez. Well, we talked about him last night.
We talked a lot about Nunez last night. It kind of drove the live. Look, in my opinion, Nunez is getting paid more, has to, or is getting more responsibility because you're not going to leave your home state for a super lateral move. In my opinion, I absolutely think it should be Brandon Hall. It should be attached to his name so they can pay him more. Don't bring another analyst in.
Yeah.
Johnny said Bussy to LSU.
What's up, Johnny? How are you tonight? Bussy baby, Mark says.
He's big time. Bussy's
He's big time player. Big time player. Hey, you know who else is big time? FanStop. Make sure you go to the fanstop.com. You see our code running across the bottom there. Use our code SURGE. You'll get 10% off your first 3 months. You'll want to do it. Some great shirts. Every month you'll get one in the mail. You walk out to your mailbox. You put it on. You show everybody you're an OU fan. It's great stuff. Be a part of it. Check it out. Fanstop.com. Appreciate you guys.
The Tennessee fans on here, they have Tennessee shirt of the month, Ole Miss shirt of the month. Get on there. Bama shirt of the month.
We don't mention Bama.
And they got Ohio State, which means they're big time because not many can get Ohio State licensed out. So, Jay, I want to say big thanks tonight to Crystal Calendar. Welcome back, Crystal. Hadn't seen you on here in a while. Thanks for being back, and thanks for dropping that $20 super. Appreciate it. To all of you guys, I said this earlier, and it's not flippantly that comes out of my mouth. I actually mean this. I wouldn't say it if I don't mean it, and you guys know that to be true. I really do appreciate each one of you that are on here that spend 45 minutes a night. Every single night, it's the same. And we get new people, but the core is here, and we appreciate all that you do to help these chats run smoothly. A big shout out to Hunter in the back room, who's always running the chats and doing a great job vetting through those and putting them on the screen. He shows a lot of comments, and for that we're thankful. And really, we're 2 days away from OU softball. We'll be on this again tomorrow night at 9:30. Make sure you're on as well.
Hey. Real quick, I think the only way to end this, let's answer this one question, then I want to end it. Johnny asked a question here. Anyone know the update on Jaden Rowe? Good talent. He's just been injured. That's the thing. And if he's healthy, he can get on the field. He's really good, but he's just been injured. I think the only way to end it tonight is maybe a moment of silence for Toby, and then we're all going to drop the horns down. I want to see horns down in every comment on here. Would love for everybody to put horns down in the comments for Toby Keith. Just in a little moment of silence and the horns down.